All right, let's open up some cards. Just got done watching WrestleMania Night 1 on the Peacock. And I figured, I got a stack going. Might as well open up some cards in honor of that. I don't know if you're like me and had some issues with getting Peacock to work as far as Roku goes, but there's always a way around that mess. Just watch it on your computer. Starting it off, well, way to go, sticker. Got a Ozzy Guillen from the top signature set. Everybody remembers his classic runs, matches at Mania. Oh, ain't that sweet? It's in Hallmark envelope. Let's see. You get a big stack going, and after a while it gets to the point you're like, before I forget what I even ordered, let me go ahead and order. Open this stuff. Here we go. Got Kushida from the NXT set from this year, and Keith Lee. Got those for a good deal that I couldn't pass up, so I was like, give me both of them. I had Kushida from Undisputed, and the price was right, so I was like, why not? Go on, get it. Here we go. I think I got a extra card in here. Like I've been saying, there's a lot of the TNA sets have some really good cards that people don't realize how good they are, and this is one of them. I got it's Christy Hemme from this set from a few years ago. And it's like somebody put a Mr. Kennedy in here as a bonus. Oh, there's Tara. Mr. Kennedy from the WWE action set from a few years ago. All fit in the same top loader. Send out your cards on the cheap. That's what I say. Why not? That's how some eBay people day you. It's time just to talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Get this stuff going. Using a better knife and trying to be kind of careful with it, and my other one would get kind of old. I could just kind of be a little too careless. Come on, man. Yeah, well. Oh my God. The struggles. There we go. This is a card that, I came across and I was like, man, I don't have a Beth Phoenix. And why not have one of the better looking cards is what I'm always going for. And I was like from the top set from a few years back. Oh, here we go. This is a graded card from back in the day. One of the ones that we always dug was Klesko and Tomei from the 92 Upper Deck set. I can feel the not caring coming through the screen. I don't care, I like the card. This is a Mike Soroka from this year's Heritage set, I do believe. Soroka is scheduled to be back later this month, I do believe, from an Achilles injury, just like Edge. Oh, cool. Speaking of, sometimes you forget what you ordered. There's some micro brawlers. We got the Honky Tonky Man. I mean, why not? To go along with him. Papa Shango. I always liked Papa Shango back in the Hasbro days. He was Kamala's tag team partner when I was playing with those. In my mind, he was. That's what it boils down to when it comes to buying the macro brawlers. After a while, it's like you don't want current day guys or micro brawlers used to have. Or Hasbro guys used to have, what I meant to say. All right, another. I just freaking love this NXT set they did this year. And another one that I needed to get was Damian Priest. Cool. All right, you want to talk about card sets that I didn't know existed. I'd always known that TV shows and stuff like movies had card sets, and you know, in the past couple of years it'd gotten really popular to get actors to sign them that were kind of obscure. But the Twilight Zone is one of the cards I had to get, and found an autograph card of Jack Klugman. This guy was in some of my favorite episodes. This is from the episode In Praise of Pip. He was just one of the favorite episodes of his that he was in. Was I think it's just called A Game of Pool, where it is he plays a character who ends up having a pool match with the famous guy from the town he grew up in, who's passed away. He comes back from heaven to play him in pool, and you know, that's where the episode starts. So it's worth a track down and look at that. Right. And beyond just the Twilight Zone, he is in Odd Couple, Quincy, shows like that. Can't go wrong with a Jack Klugman card. So I was like, why not? Another card set that I did not remember until I got to looking into some older guys that I just aren't signing these days. But there's this old Topps Action WWE set that has some autographs in it, and I just like all the cards in that set, so had to get Carlito to go with my Mr. Kennedy. It's one of those sets that most of the guys in it would kind of surprise you how valuable some of those cards are. You're like, come on, man. Let's not get too crazy. Here's a card that I never thought I would have. It kind of completes the Braves from the Fleers Classics. Fleer Greats of the Game set is what the name of the set was. And this is Eddie Matthews from that set. This is not a lot of people realize this is technically the very first issue of Sports Illustrated that he was on the cover of. I don't know if you've seen what Topps is doing this year. They're doing a commemorative set of, it's an online set of classic Sports Illustrated baseball covers, and I've already made the rules that I'm only going to get covers that Braves guys were on, and I only got a few days into them putting them out till they put some out. So I've got that coming on the way. Teaser. Speaking of classic Braves, that I've given up on finding an autograph of him in the Braves uniform is Julio Franco. Yeah, man. When it comes to the Topps online sets, they did the whatever they call it, the 2020 set, where they did a lot of artist interpretations of popular, famous rookie cards from the top sets, and I just did not care for any of them. And I saw I think they're just calling it the Sports Illustrated set. I really don't know, but if you can see it on the Topps website, and I think it's going to be a neat one. So, yet another NXT set from this past year. I got dang old Cameron Grimes. It's like Cameron's been in a few sets now, but you know, that's something about that NXT set. Like, yeah, that's the one I want if they're in that. So got that going for me. Come on. There we go. Oh man. Speaking of cards that you know, Allen and Ginter, man, will do some stuff, and a few years go by, and you go back looking through old sets, and you're like, when in the heck did this happen? But they did a card of Stephen Brody Stevens, and I don't know if you're familiar with this guy's work at all, but he was a really funny comedian that I dug, and has since passed away. So I had to get a card with a piece of his t-shirt on it just because it made me feel better about myself. Enjoy it! If you know Brody Stevens, you'll get that. Oh man, talk about Topps Stadium Club and just being one of my favorite sets of the year, every year. This is one from a few years ago, and it's kind of goes along with me branching out and finally getting some other guys in the set that aren't necessarily on the Braves that I dug back in the day. And how about Darryl Strawberry? I came across this card and I was like, that's the one that I must have. So I had to pull the trigger on that. Darryl's got some sweet cards out there, but that is my favorite of what you can get from Topps these days. Did you tape this thing on the inside, brother? Good God. There we go. Man, a few years ago, the women's division sets were just probably the only thing I would buy most of the time. And these are two of my favorites that I realized I didn't have a Mickey James. And I dug this set. I mean, I don't always like the sticker autos, but what the heck are you going to do? And also got Sonya Deville. So I needed both of those for the personal collection. So I had to make that happen. Women's division's still going strong. It's not like they don't do it anymore, but it is one of my favorites. And to match Darryl and the cards that you just, get cards of guys that aren't necessarily part of your favorite teams, but I had to go with Bobby Bowden. How do you not do the Bobby Bowden press pass? And one of the things about this set is it's really hard to find one that is actually one that was pulled from the set, because there's so many of those out there that he signed that people I guess just got done personally, but I wanted to be sure to have one of the actual ones, but just because that's the type of psycho I can be. How about that? And I actually have a Steve Spurrier from that same set, so that was part of the reason why I was like, yeah, I need to get that one, Bobby Bowden. See what you are. Oh, speaking of that Topps action set that I like so much that I didn't even know about till a few weeks ago, we got a Bobby Lashley from the set who this very night defended his title at WrestleMania 37. Did I pick him to do it? No, but it makes no difference. I like that card a good bit, so why not? I swear, some of these envelopes just don't want to open right. Oh, well, when you double envelope, that's one of the things that'll happen to you, brother. All right, talking about some more PSA graded cards of guys that, my dad coming. Of the current Braves team, we got an Ozzy Albies number 9 rookie card that I came across. It's like, man, I don't have one graded. I don't think I even had it non-graded, so it's like, man, I need to fix that mess. Tell you what, got that going for me. What in the world is that? Oh yeah, I remember this. Man, I've been slowly but surely putting together the Victory Marks set from Panini from a few years ago. We got Matt Kenseth to go along with everybody. And I want to say this is the last one is another micro brawler, I do believe. I bought it loose just because, why not? It's Chris Hero. This is the white version that came out in the Pro Wrestling Crate set. I actually bought the black one that was pretty rare, and I came across this one, was like, well, looks like I'm going to be trading that one out because here recently it's become pretty valuable. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good WrestleMania Night 1. I'll see y'all.